Good afternoon, everyone. I am Dr. Sarika Makol, Associate Professor from SAGE Group of Institutions, Bhopal. Today, I am going to deliver the lecture in the subject Organization Behavior, and the topic is Foundations of Individual Behavior. As you all know that while we are working in the organization, the individual behavior is very important to be considered. Why? Because an individual has to work in a group, in a team to achieve the organizational goals. So we should consider the individual behavior in a very significant way. So we are studying about that what are the factors which we have to consider while studying the individual behavior. So the first point is to understand that is what is behavior. The acts a person performs is known as behavior. So there are two types of behavior, overt behavior and covert behavior. So we categorize this behavior or your actions into two parts. The acts of a person that are visible to others or the observable behavior of a person, of an individual is known as his overt behavior, whereas covert behavior is the feelings and the thinking of a person that others cannot see and remains hidden. Unless the person tells us, it remains unknown. So basically, overt behavior means the person or the personality or the behavior which can be seen, which can be visible, whereas covert behavior is that which cannot be seen, which can be only known when the person will tell you. So in this way, we can categorize the behavior of an individual. Now, the other parts of behavior can be shown through this diagram, which shows there is a stimulus environment around us which creates our behavior. For example, the other people with whom we are working, the technology under which we are working, policies of the organizations, and the events and situations into which we are dealing with. That also creates our behavior, or that makes the behavior of one person different from the behavior of the other person. Other factor is characteristics of the person that can be inhibited in him through hereditary, then it can be through needs, it can be because of knowledge, it can be the attitudinal behavior also which occurs because of positive and negative viewpoints, then values which the person imbibe in them through their family, through their backgrounds, and the perception, skills, and personality also leads to the change in behavior of one person to another. Then overt behavior can be seen, can be observed through their actions, through their movements, through their facial expressions, the way they talk, and their emotional behavior. And the results which they create is can be seen through their performance, their survival, their accidents, their reactions from others, reinforcements, frustrations, and conflict. These can be the results of their behavior. If they are positive in nature, they show good performance. If they are showing negative behavior, they show bad performance. They cannot survive, accidents can happen. They normally react in front of others. They frustrated easily. They create conflicts with the people working in the organization. So now we talk about various foundations of individual behavior. We categorize these factors into four parts. First is personal factors, second is psychological factors, third is organizational system and resources, fourth is environmental factors. So we talk about one by one. As you see in the diagram, there are certain sub points under these all factors. So we'll discuss it one by one. First is personal factors. As you all know that personally we have certain things which makes us different from the other person in our behavior. For example, age. It has impact on performance, turnover, absenteeism, productivity and satisfaction. Age matters a lot. For example, if we are in a young age, we are very energetic, we show very productivity, we feel very satisfied with the work, we are having that zeal of doing work with the 100% efforts. If we are male or female, that again impact the personal factors or the behavior of ours. As for example, in comparison to males, females have much more responsibilities under their shoulders after marriage, so that is why that also change their behavior. Then is your educational background. The more you educated, the more you will be experienced and mature, and you will show different behavior or a matured behavior. Another is your skills or abilities. If you are intellectually sound person, so your behavior can be different from the other person. If you are married, if you are very much creative, then also your results will be different from the other person who is not creative. Then your background experience, your personal traits, which leads to self confidence, independence, which makes you different uh, from the other person's behavior. Then your emotional intelligence, how much emotional you are and how much practical you are. Basically, one should have balance between emotions as well as their professionalism or practicality. Only then they would be able to survive in the corporate world. Then another factors are environmental factors, which can be created through economic, cultural, ethical, and corporate social responsibility factors. It means the outside environment in which you are dealing with. It can be related to your economic factors, which includes your employment level, technological change, and your wage rates. Then cultural factors includes your work ethics, your achievements needs, and your effort reward expectations from the organizations. If you are feeling satisfied, you will show a very positive behavior. Then the ethics or the moral values which you got from your family will also impact your behavior. Then is your organization systems and resources. Obviously, if you get all the facilities in the organization, you feel satisfied. If you are satisfied with the organization structure or a hierarchy in the organization, then also you feel your behavior will be good towards the organization. Leadership quality will also makes a difference in the behavior of an individual. If you are a good leader, your behavior could be positive. Then reward systems in the organization. If you are getting perfect rewards and appropriate rewards or incentives for your performance, you will be satisfied. And if you are satisfied, your behavior towards the organization will be good. Work related behavior depends on the division of the work. It means an individual behavior influenced by what stage he or she occupies in an organization. It basically relates with the status and the division of the work which you are getting in the organization. So if it is good, if it is proper, appropriate according to your abilities, you would be satisfied and your behavior would automatically be good towards the organization. These are the five stages of individual stay in organization. First of all, he'll join the organization, he'll remain, he'll maintain work attendance, he'll perform his tasks and exhibit organizational citizenship. So all these five steps, if performed properly, the behavior of the individual will be perfectly fine for the organization. Then another factors are psychological factors. These factors are an individual's mental characteristics and attributes that can affect behavior of an individual. Psychology basically relate to your mind setup, your mental frame. So these are the various factors or importance to understand the individual behavior. You have to provide continuous motivation to your employees, then their behavior can be positive towards your organization. Then you can coach individuals to achieve their potential. You can give them trainings. You can conduct performance reviews time and again so that they should know that where there is a gap, where there is a lacking, so they can improve that lacking. Interact successfully with others. You can manage change in the positive and productive way. You can provide learning experience through various trainings, updated sessions, then effectively support problems before its arrival. You will have a proper feedback system. You can interact with your employees, with your superiors, with your subordinates time and again. You can help them in reading people accurately. It helps in maintaining cordial industrial relations, which leads to achievement of organizational goals to the 100%. These are the various models which we can use to assess individual behavior, that is theory X and theory Y, which assumes the individual to be lazy, non-creative, whereas theory Y views individual as having tremendous potential which effective management can channelize. So we can use these models to identify whether the individual who is working in an organization is a lazy kind of a person or he is a tremendous potential kind of a person. So we can categorize accordingly and try to improve the lazy person to the level which, with the help of which we can achieve our goals. Then another model is economic and self-actualization model, where we can just guide them to just upgrade themselves and satisfy themselves with the facilities which they are already having. Then we can have another model, that is behavioristic and humanistic model, on the grounds of which also we can identify the individual's behavior and try to improve that. Then rational and emotional model can also be used to identify the individual behavior and try our efforts to build up that kind of a knowledge among the individuals so that they can perform well in their organization. I hope with this you would be able to understand well about this kind of a presentation about foundation